Episode freaking 25 of Couch Potatoes. It's taking us 4 minutes to start this episode. I wonder why. Maybe it could be because of the type of people that are in this room right now. I don't know. But we're going to start. We're back, episode 25. Guess what? We're back together again. Bruce surprises. I had no idea who was coming. And we have a guest today. Not going to introduce you yet, so you can't speak yet until I introduce you.
Take the mic off.
All right, so we got me, Luis. We got Edward. Say hello.
What's up?
And we got Bruce, eating as always. And then we got a producer. Say hello. You can scream.
Intern.
Or intern. Yo, yell something.
Hi, hello.
Okay, the part of them won't hear you. Wait, is the mic on the camera? The green light? Nice. You know why? Because I turned it on. You forgot. That's your job, producer. All right, but today, we have a guest. Me and Bruce have known him for a long time, since, 9th grade in high school, which is like many years ago. And Diana, I guess, too, knows her. I guess they talk every now and then. But that being said, everybody give a round of applause for, what's your name again? Jennifer Flores, everybody. Way! All right, welcome to the show. We're just going to get right to it because we have lots of questions and we're very curious about your life and your business.
Sweet.
So, I'm just kidding. Do you want to say something to the audience that are listening? Because we have audio listeners, so they can't see, but they can hear you.
5 feet tall, so not that matters. But in
Well,
case you're wondering, you can barely see me over the camera.
And does the laptop cover?
no.
No.
Just like one eye.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so that's Jennifer. She starts off bad with a bad joke. Bruce saves it with a nice rebuttal or whatever.
Wait, did they even hear though?
Nah.
No, probably not. No, they can probably hear from far. But let's get started with the first bite of the week. Last episode. Oh, by the time you're watching this, finally, I will have caught up with uploading all the other episodes. Finally.
It's 2019 now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 2019.
What we're gonna talk about?
Nah.
Hey, you guys. I'm speaking, bro. You're eating, bro.
Okay.
Edward, you can talk, bro. You're okay. All right, that being said, last time we showed a video, which I thought was funny. Edward thought it was, Bruce thought it was funny to some extent, and Diana thought it was just bad and terrible and horrible. So I'm going to show you this video, and depending on what you think over there, this is my question to you, is it funny? And I'm going to explain myself after why I think it's funny. If it's not funny to you, then the rest of the show might be going downhill. Because it might be off the rails, because I think it's hilarious. All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you the video. So all our audio listeners, I'm just going to show this hilarious video that makes me laugh every time I see it. I got to cover my face because I feel like I look like an evil villain. So now we're just showing the video.
He's already laughing.
All right. It's a vehicle parking into a car park. Very slow. Here we go. And we're going to get her reaction.
I don't know, man. That's Louis.
Let's just let it play.
See, that's the part that kills me, bro. Do they see the video?
I'm gonna put it.
Oh,
up.
you're gonna put it up?
Okay, so your question, is that funny?
That is not funny.
Right? Thank you.
That is not funny.
Okay. Why is it not funny? And I'll explain why I think it's funny. And you could explain why.
Okay.
But after that.
I mean,
First. Oh.
do you enjoy watching people
No.
get hurt?
Just why is it not funny? So
Because someone got hurt.
Okay, that's the gist of it. That's why it's not funny.
Yeah.
All right, let me rebuttal that. Here's why I think it's funny. I'm not laughing at the guy getting crushed. I'm not saying, oh my gosh, a man getting crushed is hilarious. I think what it is, and I heard this off of the podcast of which I found this video. He explains, I think part of it has to do with the fact that if the guy was saying in English, oh, my legs, I'm in so much pain or whatever, then I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I can hear what he's saying. I know he's in pain. And I know this guy's in pain, but as soon as he gets hit, the sound is, ah. And I don't know, it's just so funny. Maybe because it's just
Triggers you.
it just triggers me. It's foreign. It sounds. Maybe he's saying like, "Oh my shiz," like my legs are cracked in half. And then like when the car pulls off, like he just slumps down.
That's what gets me.
That just looks funny to me.
That's what makes
And
me
then
laugh.
the guy's reaction. I'm guarantee that's the driver who he's just going
Yeah,
up,
he's very
and he's
calm
like,
about it.
"Hey, you good, bro?" Like that's just funny to me. And in some backstory, so they're actually backing up into the garage, so they're not facing the guy.
Oh, they're not.
So they're backing up into him. Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah, that's when they were like, that part makes me laugh too, because it's like, why are you revving? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
you trying to
I don't
squish him? Like, but then I figured he just had it like in neutral or something. He couldn't get out. But yeah, that's what that was. I think it's funny. I don't think the guy getting crushed is funny.
It's
I
not,
think
yeah.
everything surrounding it, the guy's reaction, the sounds he makes, the clipboard flying into I don't know where to space is funny. But yeah, so you don't think that's funny?
Not really.
Well, looks like this show is gonna be a downer. And moving on. Speaking of downers,
Nah, I don't know.
You agree, right?
Wait, so yeah, you guys didn't find it like
oh yeah,
any part of it?
they didn't find any of it funny.
I
at
I
all.
mean, I probably giggled because this dude couldn't
Yeah,
control his
'cause
laughter, but I wasn't
That's
laughing.
funny.
I want to clarify that I was not laughing at
Yeah,
the
you
poor
giggled.
man being crushed by a car.
What's funny is the same podcast I saw. Dr. Drew was on there. That guy who comes on the shows with
Yeah.
celebrities. So I'm not sure. I mean, I know he's a real doctor, but he talked about how he's seen accidents like this
Yeah.
and how like these are the worst. And when he said that, I was like, dang. But I mean, I still laughed when I saw the video.
Yeah, he could have lost his leg.
No, but yeah, he talks about how like if you get crushed so bad, like your bones or something, or like to a point where your skin will just flip, like roll off your legs.
Yeah, your bone just.
Yeah, it's just bad. So I'm like, wow, it's still funny though. Not him getting crushed, not his injury, the surrounding of it, the idea that this guy just went and then this driver just came out like, hey bud, what's going on? You good? And that's it. But speaking of funny moments, any of you guys SpongeBob fans at all?
Yeah,
Of
don't.
course. Let's not. Cry
So
about that
in
now.
funny news this week, no, I'm just kidding. No, it's not funny at all. Actually, the creator of SpongeBob, if I'm correct, Steven or Stefan Hillenburg passed away from ALS at the age of 57, which sucks. But it's because
What does ALS stand for?
auto something. I had it, but I just wrote it because I can barely pronounce it, and I don't want to like amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It's a progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord. Okay, so his brain was just deteriorating slowly at this point. But yeah, so 57, not that old, but essentially left us with some amazing hits of episodes. So I just want to ask if you guys had any particular moments. Why are you laughing, bro? It's not funny, dude.
Do you recall the
Yeah,
episode
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
where they had SpongeBob played in a Super Bowl?
Sweet, sweet, sweet victory.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the best episode
There's
ever.
a petition going around
That's
to
right.
have them
To play during the Super Bowl.
Are they
play.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It has
I think it'll happen.
30,000 signatures last time I checked.
And then I think, if I'm correct, I know Maroon 5 is performing with Cardi B. I could see Maroon 5, Adam Lambert being cool and performing it, or there's some rendition of it, or just the original
Adam
audio.
Levine,
Yeah. What did I say? Adam Lambert. Same old, same old.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, sorry. Adam Levine. But yeah, I don't know. I can see him singing it. But yeah, do you think it'll happen? Do you think?
I don't think so. It'll be cool, but it's just.
Wait, how many?
30,000.
It well, I clicked on the link and it was 30,000 out of 35 that they needed.
35,000?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, that was their goal. 35 was their goal. They had hit 30,000.
I mean, if the NFL's trying to boost viewership, I think that would be a great way to get people to watch it, even if it's just the halftime show. Not doing so great right now.
No.
But that's for another conversation. But yeah, did you have any episode in particular that you were just like, that was my favorite one, or there's something that you can always recall and go back to?
No, just the laughter's one that I'll never forget. The SpongeBob's laughter, but no episode in particular.
So you didn't watch the show, is what you're saying. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Just to clarify, you didn't
how
watch the
long ago
show.
was this? Other things occupy my.
All right, we get it. You're a
about
busy
you?
person. Me?
Yeah, Louis.
That the fish dome episode was funny.
All of a sudden.
Huh?
Nothing.
Let's go, Louis.
Wow, it's gonna be a tough episode. What's another one? Oh, there's we're almost done.
I
There
was
was
only hired for 2 hours.
oh my gosh, there was one where the I think it was one of the earlier episodes when they do like the job, like what's it called, when you're new at a job and it's like a training video, and then they have like poop. People eat our patties. I thought like, and they show SpongeBob like until the thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I saw it in like Mexicali one time in Spanish, and instead of poop they had, what was it, caca? I'm serious. I don't remember. That's the problem. But yeah, and it said something, and then SpongeBob kept saying it, and I was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. So that episode's great. And then there's like the episode when Plankton and Mr. Krabs switch positions. So Mr. Krabs is naked all the time trying to break in. You know, Plankton is in Mr. Krabs' place and whatnot. Says that one. There's a lot. There's so many. But any episode with Mermy Man and Barnacle Boy, yeah, it's just awesome every time. Like the movie, when they're making the movie and there's like just an explosion and destruction, and he's like, Patrick, did you get that? And the cap is on the camera lens, so they missed the best part. But yeah, those are mine. Just gist of it. What about you guys? You know what? That's fine.
For me, I think the imagination one.
Oh, imagination.
And then they're in the box. That's my favorite one.
And Squidward is
Exactly.
dump truck.
Boba Buddy. I like the Boba Buddy.
Yeah, because they continue that story. With,
I
Bubble Boy.
like that episode. But honestly, like the first 2 seasons are the best ones, because those were actually by the creator. After that, he left or something, and
Oh, really?
yeah,
How many seasons are there in total?
I don't know. But he did the first 2 seasons or first 3 seasons, then he left. Then viewership went down because the writing wasn't like as good. And then after the SpongeBob movie came out, he came back to do 2 more seasons. And same thing, it just
Man, I mean, he for sure
Bubble
left us.
Buddy though. That's my favorite one.
Nah, I like that one a lot. Oh, I know somebody did a reference to, I think it was that one, but when he goes up and he floats, and then SpongeBob says something how he's in a better place or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So then they use that line like in a tweet or something in reference to him. So I was like, oh, that's cute. But yeah, he's gone, and that's that. By the way, just if you're curious to know, George W. Bush's father
Died
died yesterday. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow, crazy, huh? All the old timers are going away, huh? But yeah, moving on to some
news, maybe?
what?
Happier
Yeah, I'm going to happier news. Oh, is it really happier news, Diana? You're not even paying attention now. It's fine. No, it's fine. No, you're doing great work. I appreciate it, intern. So like I said, I want to keep the bites of the week short because we want to get to the guest of honor of this episode. So I recently saw a trailer again this week that I forgot I had seen earlier, and it's funny because this trailer makes me tear up every time I see it. I don't know because of the music or because it's so good or
Are we
because
gonna watch it?
yeah, we're gonna watch it right now. It's if Beale Street Could Talk.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's a book by James Baldwin, but it's being adapted. I don't know who's writing it, but it's being adapted and directed by Barry Jenkins, who did Moonlight.
Oh yeah, I know which one. Yeah, that movie looks dope.
Yeah, so I saw it and I'm like, oh gosh, I love movies like this.
You know what other movie?
What's it
I'll
called?
show you right now.
Did you say the name?
Yeah, if Beale Street Could Talk. It's based off of a James Baldwin book.
Comes out next year, no?
Well, yeah. No, actually, screenings already started, but like film festivals, and obviously it's doing Oscar showings, so in advance because next year's the Oscars already in March, if I'm correct, and to qualify it has to be released within December. And I checked, and it said December 14th. I just said a lot right there in that sentence. But yeah, December 14th. We should watch it.
Show us the video.
All right, I'll show you the video. To all the audio listeners, we're gonna show a video right now. This is ASMR. Best picture, done, easy. No, I might not win, but it'll be up there.
Everyone's all like,
Nah, because there's
a lot coming.
Welcome to Myrtle or something like that. That one looks like it's gonna be dope.
There's a lot of movies. What was I gonna say? So what do you guys think? Oh, fun fact. So this is one of James Baldwin's first books, which if I'm correct, he refers to this book specifically as not one of his best, because he wrote it just as a simple love story, other than like The Invisible Man or other ones that he wrote that I forget. They're not coming to mind right now. But yeah, this is one of his first novels that he said he felt wasn't as powerful or as heavy as. Oh shoot! Yeah, you're right. Wasn't as powerful or heavy as the other ones. But yeah, what do you guys think? I'm just curious. What's your thoughts as to what you guys thought? I mean, you saw Moonlight, so I guess you have the have you seen Moonlight? Have you seen Moonlight?
Have I? What?
I don't know.
He's
Man.
offended.
He's offended. Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
That was a question?
No, I was gonna say, I guess from your guys'
What's your
perspective,
reaction,
like knowing what Barry Jenkins, because I think Moonlight obviously is one of the best films of that year that was made. And I think it's still
What
great.
other movies has he made besides Moonlight?
That was his big.
Moonlight
first
was
hit.
the first one?
Yeah, I think he's made
Oh.
obviously indie smaller ones, but that was his first.
Oh, then I can't wait to see
industry
this
pick.
one then. I want to.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Moonlight was crazy.
Yeah, a lot of
Like
fucking good.
it was like
Am I allowed
that.
to cuss on it?
Yeah. Feel free to.
No, you can't cuss. They made me stop.
Oh,
What?
no, we still need the jar.
Oh
cuss
yeah, we
jar.
didn't do that.
We need to up.
Oh,
we
there's
need
a
to
cuss
up
jar?
our-
No, we
They
talked
want-
about it,
they
but
wanna
we
do
didn't
a
want
cuss
to
jar.
because I was gonna win anyways because I don't cuss.
Because I'm the one that cusses the most.
Yeah, so I'd be
Mm.
getting all the money.
Yeah. I think so. Right? I'm the one that cusses the most.
Yeah, but when Edward says it, it's like, whoa, it's a bombshell. Because he
Yeah.
just, he'd be like, I love fruit. And then, oh, F him. And I'm like, whoa,
what just happened?
whoa, bud. Like, whoa, that's just,
But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I would have been the one putting a lot of money. So.
yeah. But you're going to, because I know there are a lot of movies that are like, oh, that looks good. But it's like the type of movie you probably won't see in theaters, I mean. Would you see this one in the movie theater? Would you
Yeah.
pay to see this?
Yeah,
That's
I
the
would.
question.
I mean, Moonlight, I didn't see it in theater, but I would have liked to. Like,
Mhm.
if I would have known that it was good, that it was gonna be
It was
that
good as it was, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, knowing that this is from the same guy that made Moonlight,
Mhm.
I would go see it in theater.
What about you guys?
I would definitely watch it. Pay to watch.
You don't remember the
That was
name?
your
No, that's fine. What about you? Edward, what about you?
I'm definitely watching it in theaters. Yeah.
That's funny because what does movie have to get you to watch it in theaters? Because I feel like obviously prices are a big factor. I mean, unless you're just balling out, then okay, I get it. Yeah, ball out. But or sometimes like one of the movies I recently went to go see was Creed 2, but I've been waiting to see that movie since the moment they announced they're doing a sequel.
Yeah.
Because I love the first one. It's one of my favorite movies. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to pay to see that. Or I'm going to pay to see Infinity War. We've been waiting for so long. Or I might even pay to see Aquaman. Maybe. We'll see.
Wow.
But like for example, Moonlight, I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it online. But because I'd heard of it, but I was like, am I going to go pay to watch this? But like, what I'm starting to do is I realized, like, for example, we saw Mid-90s. We actually went to go see that one in theaters. Yeah, great
That
movie.
one's dope.
Have you seen Mid-90s?
Yeah.
Great. You
That's
should watch it.
pretty dope.
But yeah, like, what does it take for you guys to get to the theater and be willing to pay to watch whatever it is that pulls you
Wanna
in?
go first?
I think the trailer has to really touch me in order for me to be like, that's a movie that I want to go pay for. If it's like, I don't know if you've seen Beautiful Boy, the trailer for that movie. That's one that I would definitely go watch. Maybe if I had more
You got
time
another
in
one?
hand,
Yeah.
I would go watch more movies, but it's just definitely a very touching story.
For me, it's more of the premise. I mean, if I like the premise, I really don't pay attention to the director a lot of times because sometimes you have hope for a movie just because of the director, and then you watch it and you're just like, what
Yeah.
the hell? But actors sometimes play a pretty big role because, like, what's that guy? Daniel Kaluuya?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love his acting, so as soon as I see him in a movie, kind of makes me want to...
Widows.
Yeah. But it's more just the premise. If I like it or if I could connect to the premise, then I'll go watch it. Yeah.
What What was the question?
Essentially,
Nah. Honestly, like I don't. The only times I actually go to the theaters would be, I guess, when people invite me. Besides that, like movies, I see them on trailers. I'm like, I would go watch it, but I don't. But I don't go watch it because I'm not like that. But like, if someone tell me, oh, let's go to movies and watch this movie, I'd be like, yeah, I've been wanting to watch it.
Oh, okay.
Let's go
So
do
just
it.
take.
Or if they ask me like, oh, like what movie do you want to watch? I'm like, I've been wanting to watch this movie.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'll ask you a lot more because sometimes I go by myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
bro.
Now that you said that, have you guys gone to see movies by yourself before?
No.
No, never.
No.
And is it a thing of like I just don't want to, or it's I'm always with somebody to go watch it, or you just refuse to go by yourself?
Just people invite me and I go with them, but there hasn't been a movie that I've been like, hey, I'm gonna go watch it alone.
I gotta watch
like
it.
instantly as soon as it releases. I always have someone to go with, so.
It's like I have friends.
I have
Okay,
friends.
got it. All right. I mean,
Now for me, like I said, like it's only if people usually go. Yeah, but I
Okay.
mean, if like she said, if I really want to go watch a movie, like
You
I
just make the time
wouldn't
for it,
mind, going to watch it by myself.
yeah.
I just don't care. I'll go by
Yeah.
myself.
Oh yeah, he said
Yeah.
What
he
is,
goes.
what is the reason that you go by yourself? You just don't feel like asking someone to go with you, or?
Well, I'll ask, and sometimes they can't go, or sometimes I just want to go
Okay.
with myself.
You asking the wrong people, bro.
Okay.
Microphone.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he's just sorry.
Nah, I mean, cause I know all my friends. I know not everybody has like the same interest that I do, or they'll get bored, so I don't even bother asking. I'm like, why make your 2-hour watching the movie like complain after we watch it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather just go by myself. I mean, it's cheaper too.
Do you get weird looks for going by yourself?
I mean, sometimes, but
I've
it's
never-
like people just need to stop like having to go places with everybody else. Like just
Yeah, because I have dinner alone a lot, like coming out of work or
Mm.
just going to school, and I'm sitting alone at a restaurant, and people are like staring at me like, "Oh, look at this loner." No, I enjoy it.
Yeah, like-
I want to enjoy my meal,
Mhm.
yeah.
But okay,
so that's why I ask. It's not because I think
Nah.
it's weird.
so have you done that in a restaurant, or just like a fast food setting, like type of thing?
I've done it at a restaurant before.
Like where like I'm waiting for a table. Let me seat you. Like that type of restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just curious because I know we have a friend who does that, but I was like, wait, why, Scott? Yeah, he does that. He said that he's
From
done it
middle
before.
I guess.
Yeah, from middle school.
Really?
Yeah, because he said one time he took his car to go fix. He's like, oh, it's Burger King, but I was like, nah, I want Olive Garden. So he went to Olive Garden, sat there, waited, sat him at a table, and he just ate by himself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see what's the big deal.
Yeah, I was at Tokaya last night. I went to the Apple store, got some stuff done, and I went. It's not like a fast food restaurant, but I was all like, I'll just dine in, and everyone was like staring at me, and I don't see what the problem is. You know,
Yeah.
like you have errands to run, and you don't always have the time to call someone, hey, meet me up here or whatever.
Yeah.
So you just go on your own. Why do people see it as such a bad thing?
That was good. I'm just curious about that because I used to be in the type of like I can't go to the movies by myself because again people are gonna look at me weird, or even a restaurant. I mean, I could barely afford to go to a restaurant anyways. But like the movies, I feel like I went to go see Straight Outta Compton like 4 times by myself at the cheap little movie theater by her. Yeah. But yeah, then I also saw I think Star Wars 2 times by myself as well. It's a little sadder, but no, but I think I'm starting to get used to the idea because I feel like there's a big difference between being alone and being lonely. Because being lonely is like,
I mean, it's all mental.
no, yeah,
If you have the confidence to go by yourself, go for it. You know. But if-
I'm by myself. Every time I walk in, yeah, be like, oh, good job, bud. Good job, buddy. But okay, that was. I guess we could just segue quick into. So you guys would watch this? Just curious.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys would- okay. No, just go watch it. Actually, make it happen. Another. Wait, did you see Black Panther in theaters? I'm just curious.
No.
All right, let's move on to another
Did I
topic.
even watch it?
Do you watch any Marvel movies?
Yeah, I watched the latest Avenger.
Oh, with the white characters in it. Okay.
Black
Don't make
Panther.
this.
Don't. Yeah.
No, we did the assassin. So who do we do?
And the only reason why I watched
Delphino.
Avengers
Crazy Rich Asians.
is because I flew to Davis. and that was one of our. It was the theater was in walking distance, so we just went. But I'm not lately. I haven't been going to theaters.
All right. I mean, this was.
My agenda is like.
I know you're a busy person.
Tight.
Yeah,
She made time for us, dude.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
I mean,
you have about 5 minutes left.
I asked 2 weeks ahead of time, but whatever.
Like, you're on the clock.
It's whatever.
5 minutes, you just get up and leave.
It's time to walk away now.
Okay, in that case, since you want to talk all about yourself, let's move on to you. So what's going on?
With what?
Just anything.
Specific questions.
What's your busy schedule?
I have it here. I have school, her job,
Just ask her a question.
photography work.
Louis, stop talking,
can you
bro.
allow me to answer his question.
Hey, buddy,
Speak clearly and loudly, please.
I'm talking, bro.
It doesn't look as cool because you have like a string and just like.
No, that's why.
No,
I'm not gonna drop my glasses. But yeah, what's like your daily schedule like? Like you said, you're busy, so like, what do you usually do?
I get up in the morning. I get ready. My commute takes a lot of my time. On a Monday and Wednesday, I'm commuting to Northridge, and on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I'm commuting to Playa Vista, where I'm interning at an ad agency, and that takes up most of my day. I mean, it's an 8-hour thing, but I tend to stay a bit later to get things done.
You work there Monday through Friday?
No, it's just Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Mondays and Wednesdays I'm at school. I have class from 9 to 3 o'clock, and I usually stay until like 7 or 8 to study. And then an hour commute back to Los Angeles. I get home about 9, then get a bit more studying in, and
what, Saturday and Sunday are your days off?
yeah, I don't work Saturdays and Sundays, but I do prioritize my studying during the semester, and just those are my only days to sleep in. Something always comes up where I have to wake up earlier than so I try to accommodate as best as possible. But
did you have to wake up early today?
No, I didn't wake up. 9:30 is not early for me anymore. It's actually sleeping in.
Same.
You get used to waking up early, so. Any other questions?
Oh, it seemed like Edward was gonna ask.
I was
Only a conversation between me and her.
No, I feel like I've been talking a lot, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna let it flow here. I'm gonna let it flow over there.
I'm sure they're tired of hearing your voice.
So, how do you meet these guys?
High school. I think we all rode. Did we all ride the same bus?
Yeah.
We did. We picked up.
Nah, you weren't part of the bus gang.
I was probably like.
What's that? I know it was by like the
Russell.
Burger King place, no?
Yeah. But then I moved, and then I wasn't riding your bus anymore.
Sorry.
Thanks, intern. I don't quite exactly know how I met them, but we all became really close, and we would talk a lot. Basketball, probably, yeah. I've always been I was athletic, and it's never. You can't hear me?
No, yeah, don't pull it out.
No, I'm just kidding.
Push this closer to you, yeah.
Sorry, I'm not used to starring and podcast.
I don't know if you're starring exactly.
You're the special guest. Is that good? Can you hear? Okay. Yeah. How did we meet? Just besides basketball?
Basketball.
I like that. I was like, how do we?
But how through basketball?
How do we? I think I started talking to her because of basketball.
Probably we had a PE class together.
Because like, nah, because I had it my last year.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we would just all sit in the back of the bus.
No, because sometimes you wouldn't even ride the bus.
Oh, because I had soccer practice.
And then at the beginnings when we would ride the bus, everyone pretty much just like got on their own seat and we wouldn't really talk.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't know how we started talking.
I
mean, it's a small school. Yes, yeah.
That probably we got closer.
Yeah,
probably, yeah.
It's a small school. Like,
yeah,
everyone pretty much
knew
ended
each other.
talking to somebody at some point.
Exactly.
Back of the bus.
But yeah, that's what it is, dude. That's how we got to know each other.
Your question.
Hey, do you got a question, Luz?
Me? Oh yeah, I
Lewis?
guess about your photo work. I mean, how's it going so far?
Are you
Do
a
you want to know
photographer?
how I got into it?
Well, yeah, start from the beginning and then just guess an
Is it
update as to how you're
photographer?
doing now.
Okay.
Any projects coming up or anything like that?
So I've always had a passion
hold
for.
up. We have a.
Are you a photographer?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Hey, I need to make sure. What if she just? Yeah,
I'll show
okay.
you my work later.
All right, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself a professional photographer, but it's definitely a hobby I enjoy. It took over soccer, so that says a lot for those who know me. But okay, so growing up, I would always be the one in the family that wanted to be behind the camera and in front of the camera, but mainly behind the camera.
Clearly, we can see
Yes.
you love being in front of the camera.
Exactly. I'm not sure if this is the environment I like to be in.
Whatever,
but,
it's fine. I mean, it's whatever.
So I think, was it my first job? Yeah, it's my first job. The Christmas was approaching, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy myself a camera. I had the money for it, so I went for it. And I didn't really buy it to do sports photography, but that's just something that came up afterwards. I'm not sure if everyone's familiar with IM leagues, but I started playing and I joined this co-ed team, and the captain was a journalism major, and we got really close. I was dorming back then, so I would get to hang out with the team after. And we were just discussing like what our hobbies outside of school were, and he was like, "Oh, I cover LA Galaxy games with my dad." And I thought, "Oh, that's cool." And then, nice poster you have over there of the Galaxy, by the way.
I don't have a Galaxy poster. I know. I look too. I was like, "What are you talking about? I don't have anything up there." But sorry, you said you can. So I didn't mean to, but you said I am league, right?
I am
You mean
league.
intramural?
Yes.
Intramural. Because I know you're
Intramural.
like, what is that? Okay, no.
No, I know.
No, he knows what
Oh,
it is.
I thought you said.
we all know, Louis.
I don't know. Okay.
Oh yeah, we all go to Northridge.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Northridge too.
Even Diana knows.
I just never heard I am league. V-ball, I am league. All these.
We'll be.
You really never heard
mind.
IM leagues?
No, I just heard like, oh, I'm joining a team on campus
Oh,
Okay,
maybe that's.
they're probably referring to IM League.
or intramural. It's 45. Oh, okay. Keep going. No, go ahead. No, you're good.
Okay.
You're gonna talk. No, yeah.
So, the U.S. women's national team were coming into town, and he was like, "Would you like to go shoot the game?" I was all like, "Sure, that sounds cool." You know, it's pretty nervous. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I didn't know I was gonna be on the field taking pictures. So I was like, "Whoa, it's super cool." And I got to like be the videographer for interviews. So I was like, I'm seeing my idols like 2 feet away from me. That was super cool. And so a year after, so I went to that game. A year after that, I had nothing because obviously it was just that one-time thing with them. And one of his guys couldn't go to an LA Galaxy game, and I think this was 2017. And so I went. It was my first MLS game, and I was alone. He didn't go that game, so I didn't know how to make my way around the stadium or who to talk to. So there was this guy, and I just asked him a question. I'm actually pretty good at that. Like I'll go up to someone, ask them a question. I ended up hanging around with them the whole night. It was him and 2 of his workers, and you know, they're really chill people. We talked the whole night. They helped me around, and they actually got me into the locker room, which I wasn't planning on going into. I was in the locker room and hung out with them until like midnight after the game. And so she was all like, "Oh, we'll be in contact." Sure enough, she contacted me, I want to say about 6 months ago, and she was like, "Hey, I'm starting my own media outlet. Would you like to be my photographer?" I was like, "Yeah, sure," you know. So started off with LA Galaxy, and then we got into LAFC and LA Sparks, which is what I covered this past season. It's an amazing experience, one that I never thought I would be experiencing. Like it was never a dream of mine to be a sports photographer, but at the same time, I do feel like I'm living the dream by doing so. Because how many people spend hundreds on tickets, and I get to be on the field. I get to have players come tap the camera just to mess around with me. Like they'll move my camera while I'm in the locker room doing interviews. Yeah. It's like those type of interactions that it's
stay
like,
with you.
Yeah, they stay with you. They're priceless. Another cool thing is players reposting my pictures or asking me to email them my pictures. You know, it's like that to me is amazing. And some reply to my stories, or they just like my pictures. Just the little things that make it cool and make me so passionate about it. As for gigs now, I don't really have any, but I do have something tomorrow. But you'll have to look at my Instagram or something. Won't give it away. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I was gonna ask. So you said the person who spoke to you about these gigs.
Yeah.
So she was starting her own media access thing. Outlet.
Yes.
Is it the LA Sports one?
LA Sports Access.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Was curious.
Shout out to them.
So, can you get us cheaper tickets to games?
I mean, sometimes they offer us
Is it
free tickets, and I'll keep you guys. I'll
Like
keep you guys in mind, but we don't get like discounts or anything for the tickets.
What's the Instagram where you post the pictures and stuff?
Legendary Photos, and it's legendary with a J because my name is Jennifer. So Jen.
Oh.
By the way, I don't like Jennifer. It's Jen. I don't like Jennifer.
I just is Flores okay?
Flores is perfectly fine.
Okay.
So professional. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, that's how it all started.
Oh, you're gonna ask?
No, I was just
Is it?
Instagram.
Are we on time? I'm just kidding.
What is this time thing? Do we stop?
Just link it
Till 45?
on the bottom now.
Okay.
Oh,
No, I'm saying 'cause
Yeah.
it's fine. Just let her know when it's
You've
55.
never seen.
Yeah.
Here you go. Take a look.
Take a look.
Okay. Yeah. No, we'll make sure to put everything under like all your
Sweet.
stuff.
Yeah, follow me. Do you guys follow me? You probably don't.
Yeah, I do.
On
Instagram?
yeah, but Legendary.
Yeah, I think so.
Didn't you post?
I don't think the
Yeah,
account follows back, but yeah, I follow.
Yeah, I don't follow back.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just a fellow artist, but it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I'll consider it.
Consider it. Okay.
Write
Thank
it
you.
down.
Well, I guess speaking of photo work in sports, is there like a dream gig that if they're like, hey, you want to do this, you'd for sure, regardless of what was going on in the moment, you'd be like, I'm taking it.
Yes. Laker game.
Really?
Yes.
I thought. Okay, no, okay,
what
cool.
did you think I was gonna
No, because I was just gonna like segue. I thought like the World Cup or something.
Oh, that's in the works. That I how did I forget to mention that?
It's my job.
But in LA it would be Lakers, but
like
World
I guess.
Cup, yes, of course.
No, I would assume.
It's not the men's World Cup that is my priority. It's the women's World Cup.
No, yeah, that's.
But I would definitely love to do a men's World Cup. If
I think any World Cup is.
Yeah.
Any World Cup would be great.
And I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with the women's World Cup.
It's next year, bro.
Thank you.
U.S. is gonna take it.
It is next year. I was getting there. 2019 in France. So I'm working to get myself up there in the summer and be on the field for who knows. I'm still thinking whether I should go for the group stage or final, most likely the final. Hoping that the U.S. women's national team will be there, but we'll see how that works out. You know, life works in mysterious ways.
Yes, it does indeed.
Things happen, and we'll just see. We'll see where we are in a year.
Wow, it's exciting.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing we have you before you get big, and then we can't get you back on the show. Yeah, I mean, yeah, by the way. Oh, that's
my secretary. It's Diane.
Well, I guess
So I have this girl interning for me. You have to go
speak
to
to her.
her first.
You like a bzz, bzz, into her phone. Oh, okay. That's crazy. Well, hopefully you do get that gig. That'd be dope. But speaking of that, do you think the U.S. is gonna make it to the final?
Of course.
Can we win it?
The U.S.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Yes. There's no doubt in my mind.
Because I'm not saying they're not gonna win it, but I'm saying I don't think it's gonna be as easy as it has been.
No, and
the
that's
other
a good
years.
thing.
No, yeah, I think it
I'm
is.
very happy with the progress.
Yeah.
That a lot of countries have made, and you're starting to hear a lot more about women's soccer.
Yeah.
And Nike just released this podcast, The Phenom Effect, which is really good.
Oh,
if you want to inform yourself.
Yeah. I have heard of it. Never mind.
Yeah, Louis, get
it's
informed.
really good. I listened to all 5 episodes yesterday.
Are there any teams in particular you're worried about that could give the U.S. some trouble?
Always France and Germany.
Australia, the Matildas look very strong.
Yes.
And recently I was watching England's team.
The Netherlands
they look pretty strong
have
too.
Good players.
Yeah. The only thing I am worried about with the women's national team is the youth teams. They have not been doing so hot, especially the U17 teams. I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys, but it's just I know because there's only like one other person I know who's like into the women's national team. But yeah, they did. They were doing good and they were scraping and then they brought it back up. They did good.
13-9.
Yeah,
that's
the record.
It's pretty okay. Yeah, the ball bounce. Ball bounce. Goal
Sport
net.
that you love to play.
I don't watch sports.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't.
Any guys boxing fans? Just curious. Oh, never mind.
No.
Tyson Fury.
It's gonna
Deontay
be
Wilder?
today, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bronze bomber. I think
Today, mind you, for those listening, this podcast is being published in 2019.
Oh yeah.
So.
It'll be up before that because I'm on
there's
time
only
now.
31 days left.
It's gonna be up before that. Whatever. It's fine. Critique.
We'll see about that.
How are we on time?
49.
Okay. You know what?
Wait, are we
No.
stopping
Nah.
at a certain?
No, I just we stop. So the way it works, I want to keep it within an hour because then at 45 we
Then
do.
you can crop.
No, we could have, but it's just to
See, like this, you can cut out.
yeah. But I leave it in too because it's
Or
part of the
not.
flow. Or I mean, it's our show. I mean, I edit it. Whatever.
Okay,
You know.
next question.
No, but 45, and then we do our closing segment, which I'm gonna present to you right now.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah. So our closing segment. So you have 2 options. I'm hoping you choose the video one. So you can do complain a minute, where you just complain about whatever the heck you want. Doesn't matter for as long as you want. And then, or you could do the video of the week. We show a video that we found, and then
last week.
we ask you, is this funny or is this what? And then
Yeah, it's like
Didn't we just do that?
Huh?
That's
No, that was
That was last
that
week.
was last week. But this is I needed to know if it was funny or not to know
Yeah.
whether or not I'm a psychopath or I'm just crazy.
Yeah, it was not funny.
Yeah. So you got
It's kind of funny.
2
Oh, yeah.
options.
So yeah, what do you?
I would love to complain.
You like to complain?
You're gonna
I'd
do
love to
complain a minute?
Yes.
All right,
Has
go for it.
anyone else done the complaint?
I complain a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I know that, but
Nice.
but
Subtle.
any of your
I like it.
guest.
Someone against this dude. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Liz,
talk
why are you
about-
holding back, bro?
no, I'm just.
Unleash the beast.
I'm a changed person, bro. I'm a changed man.
From a month ago or what?
Whatever. It's Christmas
Alright.
season. I'm feeling the joy, dog. I love Christmas. Christmas started in July for me. Whatever, it's fine. So you want to complain?
Yeah, but are we ready to start complaining or
Go for it.
any other questions?
The floor is yours. Oh yeah, did you have anything? else?
already were complaining.
Yeah, I thought you already. Yeah, I thought you started.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Are we doing a timer or is it just?
just go for it. What are we on time? So what is it? Well, but what's the time? No, but what's the time? What is the time on it?
You're gonna let her talk to you like
Okay,
that, bro?
no. Yeah.
Yeah.
The entrance.
Damn, bro. What the freak? I just asked what the time was.
You're fired.
All right, go ahead. You can go ahead and
Go
complain.
whenever you're ready. Anything.
I have to think about it now.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have.
Well,
you
whenever
have
I
more.
start complaining,
Yeah.
it can be about anything.
Anything.
Men.
Ah, shit.
Like, why do men feel so entitled? Okay, let me.
No.
Let me.
Let you complain a minute.
Okay, so just
No, you do not get onto this.
Let her
Quick-
complain.
quick
Later.
5-second backstory.
Yeah, go.
I was in a car accident. My car needed some work. Blah blah. Blah. I feel like men have taken advantage of me. I'm not gonna mention the brand or company or whatever.
You can if you want.
No, I'd rather not.
All right, go.
Too many stalkers watching right now. I don't want them to know what kind of car I'm
I
driving.
mean, you're popular, but you're not that popular.
Um,
Whatever.
Sure.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I apologize.
So I went, and they see. First of all, how old do you think I look?
Like 21, 20.
If I didn't know
If you didn't know
I would
me.
say like 19, bro.
What's funny is the friends we went to go play soccer with a while back.
They think I'm like 13.
They thought you were
14.
12 or
Exactly.
13. They thought.
Exactly. So you see me
Yeah.
pull up, and you're like, "Oh, this is our money today. We're gonna fucking get money out of her." So that happened to me at the shop I went to. Like, they were charging me, X amount, and I was like, "This is way too much for what the car needs." This was already after some repairs had already been done. It just needed a recalibration of the sensors. So I was like, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Sure enough, the somewhere else was charging me less money. So it just goes. What goes through their heads? Like, it's men in blue collars. I think that they can take advantage of women, and it pisses me off. But that's just might be personal. Not sure how our intern over there feels.
Nope.
It's just really annoying that there's this. I received an email from my school yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Did you receive it? Did you read it?
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're attempted assaults, right?
Yeah, it's 2. One on Monday and one on Wednesday.
And I don't know if you've seen, but there's a video online.
Oh, yeah, wasn't it the one that came out on the news about the guy?
I don't.
Was
watch
that
the
CSUN?
news.
No.
No?
They were showing CSUN, but then they said it was at a different city.
Oh,
Yeah.
It confused me.
Yeah, because there was a guy saying like, "I want to make love to you." It was weird. It was,
Yeah,
like,
that
really
was at
weird.
CSUN.
Okay,
It was an Asian guy, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was weird. I was like, "Whoa."
I haven't seen that video.
Yeah, there's a video. The girl.
on the news. That's what I was like.
Yeah, they probably just messed up, but it was CSUN. Like, the girl was like, she recorded. I don't know what made her record it, but I'm glad she did, because you have the guy. But luckily, there was people there to aid her.
Yeah.
And it's just so disturbing to see that men see us as so vulnerable that they can go out in public and try to do such things. Like, it blows my mind, and it makes me feel very unsafe. I mean, you guys, what is your take on this?
Oh, I don't know. It's just you riffing. I just wanted to let you just.
Yeah, like, I've been very disappointed. And I know it's not everyone, but it's still very upsetting that a lot of men feel entitled.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you're driving, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy to me.
I think this is my opinion. I don't want to take up too much time. My simple view on it is that I think obviously it has to do with the way one is raised, and then what follows from that. Like me,
Society.
yeah, I can be very like I can like mess like I would be like be quiet or whatever, but I know my place, especially growing up in a family full of very strong females, and they scare me still to this day.
Mm-hmm.
I think that has a lot to do with like, okay, I know where my place is at. I know what to say, know what not to say, know how to act. Which I feel like a lot, even then, like, I still learned that from my grandfather as well. But I feel like sometimes some people don't have any of that, whether it be mom, dad, cousin, sister, whoever there is.
Yeah, but the simple fact that you come out of a woman should be enough for you to respect them. That's just what blows my mind. Like, some people don't even respect their own mother. It's just very upsetting. And I have younger sisters, and I have nieces. I don't want them to grow up with this, But how do we change that? We can't, It's just it's a social movement that we need to start in order for this to change. Or like, I don't know what it is, what the solution is, but I'm sure there's one. Something has to change.
No, I think. Oh, I know. Did you want to say something?
Education. Really, people just need to get educated. Growing up, my mom was a single mother, so like ever since I was young, she would always, not necessarily say that men are shit, but she'd always say like, oh, the ones that I messed with in the beginning were. And it opened my eyes, because it's not, my father's not like that. He's like the complete opposite. But this dude got educated. Then that's a big thing, that a lot of people are just ignorant. They don't.
Ignorance, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we do need like a social movement, but people need to get educated. People need to get like more common sense, because it's really like what
I like
happened.
your choice of word there, ignorance.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's not just men who are ignorant; it's a lot of women, because they feel like they've been mistreated by a male, and then they mistreat their children because they're so angry at that man. And that's where it starts. It starts at home, and it starts in a classroom setting. Just children learn, like children are your reflection. Your children are your reflection, essentially. And I think it's
been proven that when you're when you're a child, you're like a sponge. You just absorb stuff.
Yeah.
So childhood is really like the most change when people go through. And yeah, I mean, I've always liked the phrase of the pen is mightier than the sword, because sometimes, you know, words really do hurt more than actions do. But nah, I feel where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I've met blue collar workers, white collar workers from like all shapes and sizes, colors, and so most of them do take advantage of women because they're like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about, especially if it comes towards like cars. But it's not everybody. There's a lot, but yeah, I feel where you're coming from. But thanks for saying what you said.
Yeah.
I think that's a good spot to end it at. We definitely gotta have you back on the show for sure.
Yeah, I feel like this.
I think sure.
Conversation definitely doesn't end here. There's always a lot to talk about, and thanks for allowing me to voice my concerns. And
but thank you for coming on the show. Anything you want to plug in? Anything you want to go for? This is your time now.
Just follow me at Legendary Photos.
Yeah, we'll link it.
Yeah, I forget we link it at the bottom.
That's it.
All right. Well, thanks again for coming on the show. I know
Thanks for having me.
I act like a clown and whatnot, whatever. But no, we appreciate you coming on the show, sharing your time with us. And yeah, I think it's a dope episode. Even though.
Yeah, people comment, see what your take on this.
See what your take on it is, and
what can we do to make a difference?
And if you also find the video funny, put yes.
I don't think it's funny though. I think it's a little bit more serious this time around. I'm joking.
So yeah, the fact is that it's funny. Some people don't find it funny, and that's that.
I still want to see the video though at the end of this.
Oh no, I'm talking about the other one.
No, but like the other video.
Oh, the other. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if anything, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, turn the notifications buttons on. Whatever it's called. Follow us on Instagram. Each of our individual Instagrams, we'll post it up on the info down under description. And thanks again to Kira. Thanks again to Zendaya for watching. Thank you guys for all watching. We appreciate your views. Thank you for the love. Subscribe, follow us every time. If you want to comment, share, ask a question, feel free to DM us, message us in the back end of our YouTube channel. That being said, God bless. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Adios. Goodbye.
Damn.
Peace.